I hate my life, and I hate myself. Aren't those two of the most depressing phrases you can ever hear somebody say? And of course, when it's somebody else, you want to tell them to shut up. But when it's you saying it, you just expect everybody to stop and listen and actually care about your problems. So guess what I do when I have those types of feelings? I usually just crawl up into a ball on my bed and I start crying, and I just leave it all in. I don't let people know when I have these thoughts. I mean, I guess it has slipped out before in the past, and I guess I've suffered a little bit in my relationships because I've said really depressing things about myself. But normally I hold it in. For example, when I'm in a public setting, if I'm, with friends or family or whatever, and I have these thoughts like I hate myself, I hate my life, or other depressing things, I usually that's when I shut down. That's when I become quiet. That's when I become super just that. And then of course I be quiet and I don't say anything, and then all the people around me say, "Kenny, why are you quiet?" As if to say, "Kenny, you being quiet means something is wrong with you." And then I get more depressed because, gosh, why can't I just not let this get to me? Why do I have to have this problem? Why am I depressed? So then, because I'm depressed, I get more depressed because I know it's not a good thing to be depressed. And that's a weird thing to wrap your head around, but the more I think about that, the more I think, wait a minute, I'm spending all of this time thinking about myself being depressed when I could be going out doing something in my life and distracting myself from this depression. It seems like no matter what I do, there's always going to be this feeling like my life sucks. Like I hate myself, I hate my life, I wish I was somebody different, I wish I was living a different life, I wish I was more successful, I wish I had better things, I wish I was skilled at other things, and because I'm not what I expect or what I want to be, I'm suddenly brought into this depression, and it doesn't work out very well. So what do I do because of it? Well, this never was actually a problem for me growing up. I mean, yes, I was a really shy kid, yes, I had my own problems, but it wasn't until the age of, I'd say about 16, when I started really tackling this issue, and suddenly I saw myself step out of my comfort zone. I started doing things that I wanted to do. I started enjoying my life a lot more, and then after that I actually did fall into this depression. It was really bad. So fast forward this, now I'm about 17, about to turn 18, and then all hell breaks loose. I get so depressed, I'm on the verge of having suicidal thoughts, and I'm going through all these other things, and I end up having to drop out of college. I end up having to go see a therapist and talk to him. Every day it's like I go in there, he's like, "So how are you feeling today?" "Good." "Really? What does that mean? Depressed?" "Well, tell me about it." "I hate myself and I hate my life." "Well, I hope you work through it. I'll see you next week. Give me $100. I honestly feel like every time I went to that guy and sat down with him, like, it didn't really help me. And I felt like I was doing things on my own, in my own life, just naturally getting better. And eventually I stopped going to him, and along those same times I started getting really into these YouTube videos. In fact, if you go watch some of my first videos here, you will see that those ones were taking place as I was going through this kind of therapy. So after I stopped going to that place, I was of course about 18, and I was still studying depression. I was really getting interested in, what makes people depressed and how our psychology and our thoughts tend to lead us to feel a certain way. And I really got interested in it. And then I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can help other people. So here I am on YouTube trying my best to make some decent videos and actually explain things to people that can help them live a better life. I feel like I'm in the business of changing people's lives. That's the challenge for me, is to how do I get other people to do that? Because I know that I am so open as an individual to new ideas. Like, I am not very closed-minded at all, and I feel like that's one of my biggest strengths. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find my voice. I'm trying to stop being that shy, awkward kid that I've always been and still am, and say, you know what, just because I am doesn't mean I can't change the world, or at least help a few people out. So here's the thing, let me just tell you exactly what I'm thinking right now. You may not like me. You may not think that anything I say is relevant to your life. That's okay. If you don't need to be here, don't be here. However, I do feel like there are a lot of people out there that are going through the same things I'm going through. And I honestly wish that I had somebody to be there for me at a personal level, like I'm at right here in these videos, to be able to walk me through step by step what it is I'm going through and how to get out of it. Sometimes I feel like we need to just be brutally honest with ourselves of what is taking place in our life. What is going on? If you're able to look at your life through a different lens and at a different perspective, you just might be able to see the other side. And on top of that, I do base a lot of my life on faith. The faith that even though things are not going very well right now, things will get better. Whether I can see how that's going to happen or not, I just trust myself. I trust myself that I'm going to get through these things. I trust myself that I'm smart enough and that I'm powerful enough to get things done. Even though I know that in the past I haven't always been there for myself, I still feel like it's possible for these great things to happen through me. So if you have these thoughts that I hate myself or I hate my life, I gotta tell you this, it can all change. And I have personally experienced that kind of change in my life. And I want to somehow help you. So, what I'm going to say is that stick around and watch my videos. If you want to, you can subscribe. Probably the best thing to do. I'm not here for numbers. I'm here to actually make a difference. I really want to be able to personally help you in your life. Therefore, I am open to you. If you leave a comment, I will respond to you. If you have a serious question and a serious issue in your life that you want me to help you with, I will do that. And if you don't want to say it publicly, please leave me a message. You can go to my website, you can email me. Whatever it is that you want from me, I can give you some sort of advice. I know YouTube has an inbox. I would be glad to help you out. So please leave me a message and I can help you out in your life. I'm trying to get more popular on YouTube so I can help out more people. So because of that, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to this channel. And most importantly, if you could share this video with other people and tell them to subscribe, I would be really grateful for that. And that's all I have right now. I'm looking forward to talking to you in the future. So thanks for watching. I guess I'll see you in my next video if you subscribe.